So you guys, I was trying to make a video and show my friends how to make my family and my friends actually to make my famous chicken and noodles, and I'm trying to use this new video thing where I can clip, and I did it wrong. But here's a picture of my tree. So I have already put it in the crock pot, but I'll give you a general idea. So in the crock pot, you guys, I have put already. At the bottom, you're going to see two chicken breasts. You want to make sure you have the skin and fat and the bones, because you're going to get a lot of flavor from the bones and the fat. The three ingredients that you always want for a good stock is going to be carrots, celery, and onions. Okay, so that's always going to give you a good stock. So you always put that in there. Put the chicken at the bottom. I always put them the skin side down, because that's going to produce some more fat and flavor for you. And so I've got the chicken in there and the three main ingredients for a good stock. Again, celery, carrots, and onions. So then I put some chicken broth in there. It doesn't really matter. You can use Swanson, which is a little more expensive, or you can use Kroger. I think this is Walmart, actually. It's going to produce the same amount of flavor, so it doesn't matter. So I put 4 cans in there. And the basic seasonings that I don't use real expensive seasoning. I just use pepper, some onion salt, some regular salt. I always do some sort of chicken soup base. I usually use Weiler's, but I was out, so I'm using this. I always put a dash of cayenne pepper in everything. This accent I'm going to use at the end, which brings a little bit of flavor out. And obviously, real butter. Do not use margarine. Do not use margarine. Real butter all the time. So as you can see, I put the chicken breasts in, 2 big, nice, cleaned chicken breasts. Make sure that you don't handle them with your hands. Use a tongs, or if you do, make sure that you're cleaning your hands. You don't want to cross-contaminate anything. So I've got the 2 chicken breasts in there. I put the celery, the onions, the carrots, the 4 cans of chicken broth, a half stick of butter, and I put a little bit of seasoning on each of this in there. This is going to cook on high. I think I got it set for like 6 hours, but it'll probably be done in about 4 hours or so. And at the end, I will show you what the end result is. In regards to the noodles, you can use any type of noodle. You can use the egg noodle. You can use these medium-sized, thin ones, whatever you decide. Inexpensive, expensive, it doesn't really matter. It's going to give the same flavor at the end. So I've got it started, and I will check back in with you guys later as it finishes up and cooks a little bit. So let's check and see how things are progressing for our chicken and noodles. Hello. So, look at that. I wanted to mention earlier, this was one of my first videos, and I forgot to show the ingredients. I didn't know how to do it, but this was a bowl that I used. So I had 4 celery stalks cleaned and cut up that filled this. I used about 3/4 of a bag of the baby carrots, and then I used 1 whole onion, 4 cups of chicken broth, half stick of butter, and then my seasonings that I talked about earlier, which was salt, pepper, onion salt, some chicken base. So it has cooked and cooked. Do you guys see the glistening here? That is the good flavor of stuff that we want. That is what we want. So I am now going to remove all of these items. You have 2 ways of doing this. If you have time, once you remove all of the items, you can go ahead and put the noodles in the crock pot, shred your chicken, and then put that in there. It is a slower cook time, but if you have time, you can do that. If you don't, you're in a hurry, remove everything and then transfer the broth to a pot, shred your chicken, and then add it at that time. So I'm going to remove everything and come back and check in. So I've removed the vegetables. I've got my 2 pieces, my 2 chicken breasts here. I've got my broth over here. Got my noodles ready. I've decided to go with these. They're a medium. They'll thicken up a little bit more, but this is what I've decided to go with. I've got my blender and I've got a bowl here because what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to take the skin and obviously remove the bones. You also want to make sure in the broth, I checked it really well to make sure that there is no bones that maybe fell off, some little bones from the back part of the chicken. So you want to double check that. And I already did that. So we're going to remove the skin and the bones and put the meat in the bowl. Then we're going to take the mixer and we're going to mix it up and shred it up. It's super, super easy. Keeps your fingers clean and keeps your manicure very, very nice. So stand by. So as you can see, the chicken came off, just fell right off the bone. And so I made sure there was no bones in it, removed the fat or the skin, and now you just do this on low, and I'm gonna try to hold the bowl at the same time, and watch. Voila! Your chicken is now shredded. Look how easy that was. And my fingernails look amazing still. So you've got your shredded chicken. And so now I'm going to go ahead and taste. This one right here is eating up all the little pieces that fell on the floor. Sit down. Be a good girl. I don't have any chicken for you. So let's give you a treat because you're being a good girl. So these are her treats over here. Be a good girl. Yes. You're so gentle. Oh, yeah. She's not biting nothing. She just wants me to let go. There we go. What a good girl. So let me come back over here. Clean my fingers off in the soapy water. Okay, so we're back over here. So I'm going to now taste the broth. Stir it up because all the good stuff's at the bottom. I'm going to taste it and see what additional seasoning I need. Okay, so I'm going to need a little bit more of the chicken soup base, a little bit more of the onion salt, a little bit more pepper, and a little bit of accent to bring out the flavor, and just a dash of salt. So I am now ready. I'm going to add my chicken. I always add my chicken first to the broth because the broth then will season up that chicken. So as you can see, yummy, yummy. And here's my noodles. So I'm going to go ahead and add the noodles after I... See? Things happen when you're trying to do things one-handed. Goodness gracious. So I'm going to add the noodles. Obviously, you'll want to know that the noodles are going to The noodles are going to thicken up. So you don't want to put more noodles than there is broth, right? So, because you want the noodles to absorb the broth. Okay. So, here we go. I'm going to stir this up That looks good. Never a dull moment in my neighborhood. So what the hell is going on now? So let's go out here because I'm seeing something. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, great. 3 cop cars, some young kids. It's never a good thing. Yeah. See parents over there, or lack of parents. It's the freaking problem nowadays. Ridiculous. So let's get back to my chicken and noodles and my pretty tree. So back over here. So again, you want the, you don't want more noodles than broth. That's for sure. Let me go back over here. I think that'll do it. I've spilled the noodles everywhere because I'm doing things one-handed. So I think actually this will be enough. As you can see, that those are going to thicken up. That's what we want to do. So right now, I've got it back on high for 4 hours. It'll probably take like 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to put the lid on it, and we will check in for the final product later. Okay, let's check the noodles. The noodles. Here. Oh, yummy. See, it's thickened up. See, it's all thickened up. They are done. I got the veggies over here. My soon-to-be daughter-in-law, Caitlin, loves the veggies. So, look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh, so good. Let me taste. Oh my God. So good. Oh my God, so good, you guys. So you can serve these in a bowl by themselves, or you can make mashed potatoes and serve them on top of mashed potatoes, or you can do a full meal. Have them chicken and noodles, mashed potatoes, corn, green beans, whatever. But, whoo, these turned out good. They're so good I gotta kiss myself. Mwah. Kiss myself on the hand because I'm a dork. But so good. Final results. As you can see, it makes a pretty large amount because this will last me tonight and tomorrow. And obviously I'll be taking Kyle and Caitlin some because they love it. And she usually takes some to her job, or I'll take it up there, and they love it too. So look at that. Yummy. Enjoy.